Have you ever stopped to wonder about the magic behind everyday objects? How does something so simple like a compass actually work? It's a question that can spark a whole world of discovery. So did Albert Einstein, one of the most brilliant and influential people who ever lived. He possessed an insatiable curiosity that drove him to explore the deepest mysteries of the universe. Born in 1879 in the historic town of Ulm, Germany, Albert was different from the very beginning. He had a unique perspective on the world, a way of seeing things that set him apart. He barely spoke until he was 3 years old, which naturally worried his parents, who wondered if something was amiss. But once he finally started to speak, he asked endless questions, peppering everyone around him with his inquisitive nature. Albert's curiosity was truly unstoppable, a force of nature that propelled him forward. He didn't just want to play with his toys, he wanted to understand how everything worked, from the simplest mechanisms to the most complex systems. One day, his father gave him a magnetic compass, a simple device that would ignite a lifelong passion. Albert was absolutely fascinated by the invisible force that made the needle always point north, no matter which way he turned. That single moment sparked a lifelong sense of wonder about the vast mysteries of the universe and his place within it. He built incredibly tall and elaborate card houses, testing the limits of balance and structure, solved intricate jigsaw puzzles, honing his problem-solving skills, and often daydreamed by the window, imagining himself riding on beams of light, traveling through space and time. Albert's boundless imagination was truly his superpower, allowing him to explore ideas and concepts that others couldn't even fathom. And his family, recognizing his unique gifts, always encouraged his endless questions, even when they themselves didn't have all the answers. His father and uncle actively engaged with him, bringing him challenging puzzles and engaging him in stimulating discussions about science and philosophy, carefully nurturing his unique and unconventional way of thinking about the world. Instead of seeing his quietness and introspective nature as a problem or a hindrance, his family recognized it as a sign of deep thought and intense concentration, a mind constantly at work. From a young age, Albert learned that it was not only okay to be different, but that his unique perspective was actually a strength. And most importantly, he learned to never stop questioning, to never stop asking why, and to always seek a deeper understanding. That curious little boy with a compass in his hands was just at the very beginning of an extraordinary journey, a journey that would ultimately change the way we understand the universe and our place within it. School wasn't easy for Albert. The strict, memorization-heavy classrooms in Munich didn't suit his curious mind. Teachers thought he was lazy because he daydreamed and questioned their lessons, even telling him he'd never amount to anything. But Albert's mind was always racing with ideas, especially in math and science, which he loved. He taught himself advanced geometry at 12, but struggled with subjects that required rote memorization. Music became his escape. His mother taught him violin, and once he discovered Mozart, he fell in love with playing. For Albert, music and math were both about harmony and structure. He realized he learned best by exploring ideas on his own, not by following rigid rules. His school years taught him that being a good student isn't about perfect grades, but about curiosity and creativity. The violin showed his artistic side, proving science and art can go hand in hand. Albert learned to be true to himself even if he didn't fit in. Sometimes the most brilliant minds are the ones who dare to be different. At 15, Albert's family moved to Italy, but he was left behind in Munich to finish school. Lonely and unhappy, he soon left school and joined his family, spending time reading and exploring science on his own. Wanting a real education, he aimed for the Swiss Federal Polytechnic in Zurich, but was too young and hadn't finished high school. He took the entrance exam anyway, acing math and physics, but failing other subjects. Impressed, the university let him attend a Swiss high school for a year, where creative thinking was encouraged. Albert thrived, graduated, and was accepted to the Polytechnic. He gave up his German citizenship, feeling more at home in Switzerland's open-minded environment. By 1900 he graduated, ready to share his passion for physics with the world. His journey taught him resilience and the importance of finding a place where he could truly thrive. After university, Albert dreamed of teaching but couldn't find a job. His independent ways had made some professors wary. Instead, he became a clerk at the Swiss Patent Office, reviewing inventions by day and exploring physics by night. The job was perfect. Steady work and plenty of time for thought experiments, imagining what it would be like to ride a beam of light or how gravity works. Without a lab, Albert used his imagination to tackle the universe's biggest questions, scribbling ideas in his secret notebook. During this time he married Mileva Marek, a fellow physicist who helped with his early work. They had 2 sons and shared a passion for science. To the world he was just a patent clerk, but in quiet moments, he was inventing a new understanding of reality. Sometimes all you need is imagination and determination to change the world. Albert was ready to reveal his revolutionary ideas. The year was 1905. Albert Einstein, a name that would soon echo through the halls of science, was diligently working at the patent office in Bern, Switzerland. But even amidst the routine of his daily job, Einstein was on the verge of his miracle year, a period of unparalleled intellectual output. In this single year he would publish 4 groundbreaking papers that would fundamentally transform our understanding of the universe and reshape the landscape of science forever. First, he tackled the perplexing photoelectric effect, offering a revolutionary explanation showing that light, contrary to popular belief, acts as tiny, discrete packets of energy, which we now call photons. This groundbreaking discovery would later be recognized with the Nobel Prize, solidifying its importance in the annals of physics. Next, he turned his attention to proving the existence of atoms and molecules, which were still debated at the time. He achieved this by elegantly explaining Brownian motion, that seemingly random, jittery dance of microscopic particles suspended in a liquid. Then came his special theory of relativity, a concept so radical it challenged the very foundations of classical physics. This theory revealed that space and time are not separate, absolute entities, but are instead interwoven into a single fabric known as space-time, and that the speed of light is the universe's ultimate speed limit, an unbreakable barrier for all matter and information. And from this revolutionary theory, he derived the world's most famous equation, E equals sine mc2, a deceptively simple equation showing that mass and energy are in fact interchangeable, 2 sides of the same coin. This profound idea laid the theoretical foundation for the development of nuclear power, and provided us with a crucial key to understanding how stars shine, powered by the very same conversion of mass into energy. In just 1 year, Einstein single-handedly changed how we see light, matter, energy, space and time. His genius didn't spring from the confines of fancy labs or expensive equipment, but from the boundless depths of relentless curiosity, a powerful imagination, and an unwavering dedication to unraveling the mysteries of the universe. The world was on the cusp of a profound shift in understanding, about to discover the extraordinary mind behind these revolutionary ideas that would forever alter the course of scientific history. Einstein's miracle year served as undeniable proof that one person's creativity, when fueled by passion and intellect, possesses the power to reshape our understanding of reality itself. Pretty amazing, isn't it? And the most astonishing part? He was just getting started on his journey to becoming one of the greatest scientific minds of all time. After his miracle year, Einstein's fame soared. Universities that once rejected him now competed to hire him. He became a professor and focused on a new puzzle, gravity. For 10 years he worked on his general theory of relativity, finally publishing it in 1915. Einstein proposed that gravity isn't a force but the warping of space-time by massive objects, like a bowling ball bending a trampoline. To prove it, he predicted that starlight would bend around the sun during a solar eclipse. In 1919, astronomers confirmed his prediction, and Einstein became a global superstar. Newspapers hailed him, and he became as famous as any celebrity. In 1921, he won the Nobel Prize, not for relativity, but for his work on the photoelectric effect. Einstein was now recognized as one of history's greatest scientific minds. His theories changed our understanding of the cosmos forever. The world finally saw the genius who had rewritten the rules of reality. Einstein's journey from unknown clerk to global icon was complete. Who was Albert Einstein beyond the equations? He was famous for his wild hair and playful spirit. He didn't care about appearances. He even stopped wearing socks, preferring to focus on big ideas. Einstein loved jokes and once stuck his tongue out for a now iconic photo. He believed imagination was more important than knowledge and that creativity was key to discovery. Music and sailing were his escapes. He played violin to relax and sailed, even though he wasn't very good at it. His personal life was complex. He divorced Mileva and later married his cousin Elsa, who cared for him and managed his busy life. Despite fame, he enjoyed simple pleasures, puzzles, music, and quiet afternoons on the water. Einstein's playful, curious nature made genius seem approachable. He showed that great minds can be humble, funny, and deeply human. Behind the wild hair was a heart full of wonder. In the 1930s, as the Nazi Party consolidated power in Germany, a dark cloud began to spread across Europe, threatening freedom and intellectual thought. Albert Einstein, already a world-renowned Jewish scientist celebrated for his groundbreaking theories, became increasingly aware of the imminent danger he faced due to the rising tide of anti-Semitism and the Nazis' targeting of Jewish intellectuals. He was an outspoken advocate for peace, a stance that further put him at odds with the growing militarism in Germany. While visiting the US in 1933, a trip initially intended as a temporary academic engagement, he made the momentous decision to never return to Germany, understanding that his safety and his ability to continue his work were at grave risk. He sought refuge and settled in Princeton, New Jersey, a quiet university town that would become his home for the remainder of his life. He joined the prestigious Institute for Advanced Study, a unique academic haven where he could dedicate himself to unraveling deep scientific questions, free from the distractions and dangers of the escalating conflict in Europe. Einstein quickly became a beloved and familiar figure in Princeton, known not only for his brilliance but also for his approachable demeanor. He was often seen taking leisurely walks around town, instantly recognizable and fondly remembered for his eccentric habit of refusing to wear socks, even in formal settings. In 1939, deeply concerned about the potential for Germany to develop advanced weaponry, he penned a letter to President Roosevelt, warning him that Nazi scientists might be on the verge of building an atomic bomb, a weapon of unimaginable destructive power. This warning played a crucial role in prompting the US government to launch the Manhattan Project, a top-secret initiative aimed at developing atomic weapons. Though he officially became a US citizen in 1940, embracing the values of his adopted homeland and deeply appreciating America's commitment to freedom and democracy, he was profoundly saddened and disturbed by the devastating use of atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. For the remainder of his life, he became an outspoken advocate against nuclear weapons and the horrors of war, tirelessly using his global fame and influence to promote peace, social justice, and civil rights for all. Einstein's deep compassion extended far beyond the realm of scientific inquiry. He possessed a profound and unwavering concern for the well-being of humanity as a whole, advocating for a more just and equitable world. He found a new home and a safe haven in America, but his primary concern and focus remained on the fate and future of the entire world. Even as he embraced his new life in a new country, he never wavered in his commitment to being a powerful voice for peace, social justice, and global cooperation. Einstein's profound influence reached far beyond the confines of the laboratory, shaping not only the world of science but also the global conversation about peace and human rights. Einstein spent his final years in Princeton searching for a theory of everything to unite all the forces of nature. He never found it, but his quest inspired generations of scientists. Einstein died in 1955, requesting a simple farewell, but his legacy was enormous. He changed how we see the universe. Space and time became dynamic, not fixed. His ideas power technologies like GPS and inspire curiosity worldwide. Einstein became a symbol of genius, creativity, and the importance of questioning. He taught us it's okay to be different and to trust our imagination. The biggest breakthroughs come from daring to ask, what if? From a quiet boy with a compass to a global icon, Einstein's story reminds us, never stop asking questions. The universe is full of mysteries. Keep looking, keep thinking, and stay curious.